Hey everyone, so this is part of a new series where I'm going to cover different types of narcissism. And what I'll do is I'll talk through each type of narcissism, give a little bit of an overview of it, talk about some of the traits that come along with this type of narcissism, some behaviors that come along, and then kind of the impact that that has on people with that type of narcissism. Now, before I start, and I'll do this in all the videos, it's important to know that pretty much everyone in the world has got some narcissistic traits. Just because you have some traits or you're one of the types, it doesn't mean that you're evil or anything. We'll get into that more with malignant narcissists, which is the type we automatically think of around the violence and aggression. But there can be a crossover. Just because you're one type doesn't mean you're not another. You could have traits from like multiple different types. So this series I'll cover 6 types, and the one today that I'm going to start with is covert narcissism. Now this you'll find is also called sometimes vulnerable or shy narcissism, and they're generally more introverted, they're sensitive, they're defensive, they're not in your face. It's kind of the opposite to grandiose narcissism, but while they are shy and insecure, they do have a sense of entitlement and superiority. So that's what you'll find with covert narcissism. The traits you're going to look at there is people generally have fragile egos. They are hypersensitive and they are insecure. So those are kind of traits to look out for. If you think someone might be a covert narcissist, look out for those. In terms of behavior, they can often have extravagant fantasies, like they think they're going to become president one day, or they're going to be the next, action star. They might have just these extravagant ideas about like their success or their popularity and how they're going to be rich or famous or something like that. They can be very withdrawn, so they're not really social, in-your-face kind of people. They tend to be a bit more withdrawn, and they are very defensive. Or they can be very defensive. So, any criticism they'll take really personally, and they'll get really defensive about stuff like that. So what does that mean for people that have these traits or these behaviors with covert narcissism? So generally what you'll find is people with these traits or behaviors, they might struggle from mental health issues. They're more prone to things like depression or anxiety because they are, very fragile egos. They're very defensive, things like that. They might be more prone to those. And in terms of relationships, because they are so defensive and fragile egos, etc., they can often struggle to form meaningful relationships because of that. So now, that's a very high level overview. Obviously, we're literally touching on a couple of traits, a couple of behaviors, and a couple of impacts on that. That's covert narcissism. I do go into a lot more detail in my one book, The Indifference of Good Men, on that. But as always, I would encourage people to learn more, watch more videos, read more articles on it. This is really just to give you kind of a snapshot view that you can very quickly watch in a couple of minutes to understand a kind of high level view to get you going to learn more. So I will put out one of these almost every day for the next coming 5 days from now, because we'll go into the other types like malignant narcissism, grandiose narcissism, etc. So if you like this kind of content and you want to learn more about this stuff, please like the video, please subscribe to the channel so that we can grow it and get it out to people who need it. And if you want any other type of video done, or you want some more detail or something, please let me know, and I'm happy to make those kind of videos. Have a great day.